I'm not gonna lie, it kind of whooped my ass. You have to remember that you're literally keeping up with all the maintenance while living, while working, while having a social life. I have some people coming over in like an hour to tour this place, so I thought it would be really poetic if I made a video about things that I learned living alone for the last 2 years. The first one is safety is number one. For some of you, that might be like the main concern. Honestly, for me, I was like, oh yeah, like no one's gonna be here. I didn't like really, but it means you just have to stay super vigilant and like prepared. That means getting everything before you actually need it. You should have all of your medicine stocked. You don't want to be hungover and then literally not have Motrin, because that would actually fucking suck. Like if I had that, headache medicine, fever medicine, lactate pills, that like Alka-Seltzer, like I don't know, all the shit that you need. When you're by yourself, you can't really rely on the help that you're gonna get at home, because it's you. Yeah, hey Kat, can you help me throw up? Can you help me pull trig in the bathroom? Yeah, be right there. I'm not even lying to you. My friend dragged me to this solid core class, and I don't know what I did wrong. Very clearly something, because the next day, I literally thought I paralyzed myself. I had to DoorDash a fucking heating pad. Actually, that was so terrible, and I could have gotten a way better deal on Amazon. Have a heating pad. Get everything before you need it. Also, when you're living alone, you need to consider like getting a shower mat, learning the self-Heimlich. You don't want to learn how to self-Heimlich while you're fucking choking outside of the home. So like making sure you have mace or some kind of pepper spray, sharing your locations with your friends, handling your alcohol when you're out, if you're leaving town, like locking up correctly, making sure everything's turned off, making sure the straightener isn't on or like food isn't left in the trash. Like you have to think of all these little things. You can't really afford to forget. Let's just keep it like that. And yeah, so like as long as you have all that stuff out of the way, like you should be totally fine. But that is like the number one thing, because like you need to have your shit together. It's really cool. The second thing, adding structure to your day. Balance is so important, especially when you're living by yourself. I struggled so much with this in both ways. Like in the beginning, when I just was learning how to live on my own after college, I struggled a lot with like overbooking myself and not really knowing how to time manage. Like I would work all day, hang out with my friends, I'd go out on the weekends, stay out really late. That would be fine and stuff. I'm glad I did all of that, but like I didn't really maintain my home life. And so when I kept doing that and neglecting my own needs, dishes would pile up. I would start wasting money on DoorDash and not cooking, Uber places instead of like checking the bus schedule. All of that stuff adds up. I wish I did a better job accounting for like the time it took to take care of myself and like stay healthy. And then on the other end, like you need to remember that isolation can turn into loneliness if it's not managed well. This is something I struggled with big time. When I was kind of like on my bullshit routine, not really taking care of myself, I would get really bad seasonal depression. Like the weather's pretty bad here in Chicago. I was also navigating some career stress, ambiguity about life. Like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? Like, you know, the quarter life crisis. That was not helping my already terrible situation. That made me kind of isolate more. I started to indulge in the isolation that living alone brought me, and it was really bad because then I started to underbook myself. That experience really taught me how to add structure into my routine and do the things that were good for me even though I didn't feel like it. If I could do it all over again, I wish I scheduled more time for myself throughout the week to see people, and then gave myself a no plans day on like Sundays so that I could just like really get my shit together and prepare for the week. That helps keep me accountable. And I know this because of like all of the shit that I had to learn about myself is season one. I guess the third one kind of is already similar to the second one. Clean regularly. Pick up as you go, like when you're cooking, when you're cleaning, when you're doing your makeup. I don't know if it's just me, like when I'm getting ready for a night out, I don't know why I have to try on like a million things and then just like throw them on the chair. It's so easy to let it pile up. And when you pile it up, especially in a studio, a mess in one corner is just a mess everywhere. Again, over time, your home hygiene reflects in your mental state and like your productivity. And 4, investing in your space. This is one that I really regret not doing more. I spent probably like 97% of my time in this studio apartment. I know, actually insane. And like, I mean, clearly. I wish I'd invested more money in the comfort of my space. Like your room is your reset place. I spent so much time in here healing, resetting, evolving, growing, learning, and like taking care of myself. Sprucing it up to a place you're happy to return to is huge. It truly makes a difference in your life. Have fun with it. Like, I spent so much time on Facebook Marketplace, like browsing or like going to antique stores. I bought this on Facebook Marketplace a month ago and I'm literally moving. If it's not gonna be in my room, it's gonna be in my video. It's the smallest change, but it has made the biggest difference. When you're happier, you live better, you make better decisions, you do better things, like you go out more, you manage your time better, you don't underbook. Like, don't skimp on that stuff, don't delay it. Also took me like a year to get a bed frame and like it just like pulled the room together. I don't even have a laundry basket, but like don't be like me. Like, start investing in your life, make your life easier in the ways that like really pay out in the long term. It'll just make you way happier coming back to your space. The last one, take advantage of the time you're spending with yourself. One thing I struggled really badly with was just like being fucking bored all the time. Sometimes you don't want to go out, sometimes you're done doom scrolling on all the 6 apps you rotate regularly through. Like, what else is there to do? Is this really all there is to life? Some of the things, my mom would always be like, you need to learn how to entertain yourself. And so I'd be like, okay, take advantage of solo activities. So like doing puzzles. Like I also have picked up painting. I'm kind of in a little stint of just trying life on and getting to know myself. This is the art normies equivalent of a money spread. No? I really do think that like living alone is one of the best opportunities you will ever have to start getting to know yourself and to like really be your own best friend. I've also really enjoyed cooking, picking any recipe I want, turning on my favorite music, drinking a glass of wine. That also turns into a life skill. Like, guys like girls that know how to cook, and girls also like guys that know how to cook. I feel like I've just really had the chance to develop a lot of really good life skills here. What's the other thing? And like, because of that, like because I'm actively seeing myself take care of myself in the physical little ways, I'm doing crazier shit like taking solo trips now. I really do think independence keeps building. As your independence grows, so does your confidence. I don't know, what else do? I scrapbook. I started this YouTube channel. Like, do you see how this has all like domino affected? Get interesting. This is like the time for you to hunker down. Ew, one guy said that to me once and I wanted to throw up. Literally hunker down and like take care of yourself. Like, I'm serious. I already know I'm gonna really miss this part when I have roommates. Yeah, I'm gonna really miss it, but I think change is good. Low-key, I need to start socializing again because I'm starting to get weird. Let's embark on this new journey together. Like, I'm excited for this new chapter. I'm gonna hit the Big Apple. I'm gonna see what's going on there. Low-key, I feel like I aged like 20 years living here, but you know, shit worked out.